Welcome to Dog Pound D&D, the mini-sode editions, where the timelines don't really exactly make sense, and everything happens out of order, but if you go back and you watch it and rearrange it, it'll somewhat make sense, just like Star Wars. And now that I've pissed off half of the two people that are here, I'm sure, we have an interesting resumption of things happening. We're going to start with a recap from the adventures. Oh, has everybody got all their people in? We're going to get rid of Mal. You're not here yet.
I think Icky needs to be in there.
Yes, we need Ikarath.
Trying to pull him in now. There he is.
And
He's
actually,
getting more health than that.
we're gonna do your guys' first.
Okay.
Because the Ikarath, Wes, you're gonna tell your tale first. Then we're gonna have something happen. Then we're gonna tell. No, we'll just have it happen when it happens in the story. So yeah, go ahead. Wes, where were we? Where have we come from? What has us to this situation where it's not great?
So we picked up where season 1 ended. We're trying to revive Wes's family, but we soon realized that we couldn't because their souls weren't able to come back, or something like that is what we guessed. Then we started walking around the town trying to find who was left, find what we could figure out, only to see everyone hiding away, locking themselves in their homes at night. And then all of a sudden we started seeing spooky things. Spooky shadows around the square, the main area. Some of us got taken away, came back. We fought these things. Wes took a potion, saw a glimpse of the future. They went into the tower made by Alvin to protect us from these spooky shadows. Callian communed, I think, with Andra, in which Ikarath butted in multiple times. And I think that was where we ended, actually.
Also, Lithandra, the god, didn't she punish Ikarath and knock him unconscious?
Oh, that's right. She knocked out Icky.
Because he kept interrupting our phone call.
And that was it. I think we stopped huddled in the tower wondering what to do next.
All right. And then we have the story of Mal and I don't know, Luca.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Callian, so at least I didn't say that.
No, not him.
And go ahead and tell your story.
Meanwhile, in the Underdark, in the city of Drip, is it?
Drift.
Or Drip? Yeah. Mal and Luca are two drow elves who are friends. They recently met, and Mal quickly realizes that Luca is lying. He's not a drow elf. He's something else in disguise. He turns out to be a high elf. But as we're figuring this out, while we were in the tavern, there was a situation where Luca was trying to pretend to eat spiders. He hates spiders for obvious reasons. And whatnot. Mal drank some poison, almost killed her, but we were fine. Anyway, as the tavern shenanigans are happening, outside in the city is attacked by another group of drow. Luca recognized them as the good drow compared to the evil drow. Mal seemingly never heard of this before. And we make ourselves invisible, try to escape through the portal in the city before either of us get killed. We do run into some guards, but we make our way out. And through several days of adventure, through the Underdark, we are able to escape out of the same way that Luca came into the Underdark, on an island which the rest of the party actually has been to before. We actually find a letter from one of Callian's books, some notes that he scribbled about the church in, or I guess the cult in Rakoge. Luca, using the polymorph spell, turns Mal into an otter, and she swims around in the water to go find some buried treasure. And we find a statue of Flit, And the foot statue starts to glow. And before we know it, we I don't know, that's where we left off. The statue was immensely glowing.
And as that happens, you guys see a ball of light, radiant light, just show up in front of Ikarath and expand. And Ikarath, you feel an otter plop down on your head. And bridal carry style, you see... One second.
To be fair, if you dropped an otter on my head in real life, my first thought would be like, ah, yes, an otter.
And this person ends up carry style in your arms. Bridal carry style in your arms. With a explosive flash of light and a little bit of a chuckle that you are definitely familiar with, Ikarath.
Ikarath just takes his hat and he goes, "G'day."
Well, the thing, the
Ikarath's pretty buff. He can do it one-handed. Trust me.
okay.
God damn it! Every time I
And
take
go
this
ahead, guys. This just happened to you.
Luca's gonna
Look,
jump out of
I
Ikarath's
found one. Make that two, and he picks the otter up off of his head, and he just kind of, pat carries it.
What the fuck?
Oh,
It's
hello
a
everyone.
prince.
Who are
My
you?
name- my name's wait, who are you guys? Wait, I was just standing on a beach. How do we end? Well, anyway, my name's Luciano Salvatore. I am a wizard. This is my friend here, Mel.
The
Say hi,
otter?
Mel.
Otter crying. You just hear the otter crying. In
Oh,
Aw.
she's still in otter form. I'm so sorry, you guys. Mal, you want me to transform you out?
No.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
but anyway, we
Ikarath,
were,
not knowing what to do with a crying otter, hands it a mushroom.
no.
oh no.
Ikarath, no.
No. What do you do there, Mel?
Guys, you guys wouldn't be paying attention to Ikarath. You'd be paying attention to the elf who's
That's a
now
good point.
that
That's
elf
true.
just
That's
that
true.
Ikarath just caught seemingly because Flit wanted him to.
Yeah, pretty much. Out of character, it's because Flit was trying to save them, and the only real tether he's got on Earth is you.
Fair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not faulting him.
Yeah.
He's good to do what he wants, man. I'm just saying that there are better ways to go about it. Also,
There are, but we'll continue along with whatever it is that's going on here.
All right. So Mal delightedly takes a bite out of the mushroom and shoves the other half into Ikarath's mouth.
Which mushroom was that?
Ikarath knows better than to keep his mouth open when he hands other people drugs that are orally imbibed. So
You just smash
he
it
would be-
over his teeth with your little
He'd
paws.
take the rest of it. He would take the rest of it.
And what mushroom was it?
You know what? Let's find out which mushroom it was. Oh no.
Perfect sick.
Was the Alice Magic red mushroom.
That's not good.
The Alice Magic. Which one? What did what in Alice in Wonderland?
The books, I don't know. I haven't read it in a while,
Oh,
but I have
right,
read it in
okay,
blue
yeah.
ones.
I think the red one makes you bigger.
Yeah. So you guys both feel
Go on.
like you guys look the same size to each other, but everybody else looks really, really, really little tiny. If you touch them, you're gonna run into something where they should be, but all you see is like a little half a foot tall version of everybody around you.
Wow,
You're a giant
fruitful.
Mal jumps down to try and pat what she thinks is Luca's head.
And as you're jumping down, it feels like it's nothing. Like you just hit the ground instantly, even though it's normal. It feels like it's instant because you're so big. There's just very little It's very little jump to you, and you stumble a little bit, and I don't know what you do.
I'm still trying to pat Luca.
So now we have a giant Ikarath and a giant otter and a strange elf in our tower.
Who
Well,
are
no,
you
they're
guys?
not giant. They just think they're giant.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
that's-
on drugs they think they're giant.
that's true. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Well, Luca will say, "Who are you guys?"
Wait, you can't poof into our tower into. Icarus' hands and ask us who we are. You're in our
I
tower.
already told you who I am.
That's a good point. I'm Wes.
And you would notice, I think, explain where your symbology is. Chaos?
Who, me?
Hmm?
Who are you talking to?
Chaos.
They won't be able to tell. They won't be able to see it right now.
Okay, you
Yeah,
don't have any other
yeah.
identifying objects?
Not just on that.
Okay,
No, I think,
cool.
I think
So
when you
continue.
polymorph, all your stuff you're carrying is it disappears and it will come back when you lose your form.
Oh yeah, because you're still a freaking...
Yeah, she's an
Otter.
otter.
A
Yeah,
high otter.
she's not like a druid form or something or whatever.
Wait, so how did you even get in here?
We don't know. We were touching the statue. I believe it was the god Flit. I recognize him.
Oh,
At the mention of Flit, Gallian will be like, "Oh my god."
we do know him. I would like to point out Ikrath is talking like this because he thinks he's huge, and that's how huge things talk. So
What is going on? Who's your friend
Uh,
over here? What's going on with him?
I think. Icarus,
Oh, what are you doing?
did you do drugs again? Why am I even asking that? I'm sure he did. Yeah, he's probably high.
Pretty sure.
It's a good general.
Yeah.
who's the older?
Callian walks forward and says, "I don't know who you guys are, but I can cure your friend here. I think. Is this some sort of otter disease?" And Luca will say, "No, not an otter disease. I transformed her into an otter. I can turn her back if we need to. Apparently she likes to be an otter. She's a very intimidating otter, by the way. So I would be very worried."
Just shaking a little otter fist.
Yeah.
Roll an intimidation to see how intimidating that is.
I'll let you know, Luca failed an intimidation check against the otter last
Yeah.
session.
So it would
That's so
be...
funny.
I was intimidated.
Well, what was your roll? Because you're an otter form,
Yeah,
so
sorry.
it's +3 instead of +4. So it would be 22.
22.
Yeah, she's hella
Wow.
intimidating.
Ooh. You're right, she is pretty intimidating for an
Yeah,
otter.
Luca will explain. I think I've read somewhere in a book that otters maybe I think they may carry some diseases and whatnot. So I wouldn't try to get scratched by one or bit by one. It causes all sorts of problems. At least I think.
Oh.
I've read many books.
Oh, that's fine. Wes will go and scratch the otter's head. Just a little.
Oh no.
She blocks it? Oh, my God. Okay, fine.
Yeah, like I said, you shouldn't touch. Anyway, who are you? And I'll point towards Alvin.
Who am I?
Yes.
Well, my name is Alvarak Malkath Venstein Harvich Travania.
The Great.
Bless you.
I'm the mayor of Sayfalls.
Oh, Safe Falls. I've heard of that. The City of Thieves, correct?
Unfortunately, that's what it's known for, but hopefully not so much in these days, at least.
By the way, while this is going on,
Mhm.
Luca, out of thin air almost, a magical quill appears. And with no hands, mind you, he's taking notes. The quill is writing by itself into his book, everything you guys are saying. So he's taking sort of a transcript of what's happening.
Are you writing down what we're saying?
Oh, yeah.
I mean a version.
I was
This
still-
is just Rita Skeeter here.
Yeah, well, I have a... Here, I'll link it in the chat.
Why are you writing that down? Stop writing that down. Hey, stop. Wizardly quill.
It doesn't require ink.
Yeah, he is a Order of the Scribe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just writing stuff down. It's fine. I want to know who you are. I mean, this Sir Alvarak here has a very long name, so I think it's important for me to write that down.
Wait, you wrote that whole thing down?
I mean, my pen can write very quickly.
How many pages is that?
Tiny otter cuts.
Oh, yeah.
Thing?
Can you make the little otter screechy Godzilla noises?
That's a big
That is
ask.
so funny.
That's a big ask, Meta.
Come on.
That is a big ass. That requires a double impersonation. to be an otter and then to be a Godzilla as an otter.
That's true. I just imagine like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch stomping around the little city.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's exactly what I was going for.
So Luca, I mean, well, I guess you can't really leave right now. It's not too safe out there.
I mean, where are we? I have no idea where we are.
We are. I guess I could say it now. We're in Nomirium.
Wait, this is the second mention of the city. I've never heard of this place.
Good.
My friend Mal here has told me that she's a big fan of gnomes, but the only gnomes I've met were from DG City. Have you ever been there?
I don't know. Would have Wes been? I mean, he'd be somewhat familiar with the Underdark if it's existed alongside Nomirium this whole
It
time.
existed alongside of it, but it existed separate from it.
It's closed off from the rest. We fixed the map.
Oh, okay. So he's never been. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would he even know about it?
Probably
If it's closed
not.
off?
Given what history I know of him, probably not.
Okay.
I mean, maybe in passing, because like the Underdark is known as a place in the world.
Mm-hmm. But would the other gnomes in Nomirium know about the other gnome city?
There
Or is that like closed off from everything?
would be lore from forever ago about deep gnomes, because that's what's over there. But
Okay.
very little tangible information.
All right. Let me roll a history to
I've
see if
been
he has
to-
any idea.
Yeah, I've been to DG City. I've never been to
Probably not.
Nomirium. I never even heard of it.
Wait, DG City? What is?
Yeah, it's the city of the gnomes. I really don't like gnomes. The deep gnomes are really
Whoa! Wait a
sure.
second. You're telling me there's more gnomes in this world besides the ones here in Nomirium?
I didn't know Nomirium existed. I've only heard of DG City.
I've never
yeah.
even heard of DG City.
Well, there we go. I guess there is 2 cities with gnomes in it then.
This is blowing my mind.
Different
Yeah,
types
I've
of gnomes.
I've traveled around.
Fair.
I'm very well read. I have, and you guys see in front of you, my book is very elaborate. Tons and tons of pages, almost endlessly. It's
my
almost
God.
like there's some sort of magic that's preventing the pages from running out. And you get the sense that as I'm flipping through the pages, it almost feels like the book is flipping its own pages, as if the book is alive. Yes. And I'm like, yes, I have notes here about this, and I actually learned a spell there that was very useful for me in previous passing and whatnot. Yeah, but I've been to DGC. I don't know where Nomirian is, but are we in the Underdark still?
Partially?
Are we
I think-
underground?
Yeah, we're underground.
Oh, okay.
We're in a cave.
Okay, caves, Underdark, same difference. Well, anyway, I think we should help our 2 friends over here.
And you guys hear... No, that already happened. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I love Otter
Well, I
now.
think I should drop the spell now. Okay, and then I drop my polymorph concentration.
Am I still holding the otter?
No, the otter's running
And she
around.
was stomping
Okay,
around.
good.
Otter's stomping around like Godzilla.
It was going to be
I
very
dropped my
awkward to try to.
concentration on polymorph.
It was going to be very hard to drop that. Well, you know, or you know, to act it out in slow motion, dropping her.
Oh. And I will tell everyone, you guys, please don't be alarmed. My friend here is a drow, but she means you no harm.
Wait. And Ikrath's eyebrows just very slowly raise. Just
It's in slow
imperceptibly
motion.
slowly. Yeah.
You know, I've seen a man rip his shoulder open and then eat a whole corpse. I'm pretty sure that seeing a drow is not going to be a problem for me.
Huh.
Okay, no problem.
Wait, what?
I just-
Wait, what? I'm
about
assuming I
John
made
Zalva?
that happen.
John Zalva!
Oh, yeah.
That guy's a creature.
Oh yeah. No one's got too much weirder than him.
So I dropped the polymorph spells. Mal should be back.
Oh, where'd the otter go?
Oh, she could come back. Don't worry. It's not like I vaporize her. She just transforms like a poof.
And as she transforms, you see what looks like a ripped in half version of Ikarath's bag just fall off of her.
Callian
in
will,
half.
Callian will speak up and say,
can be only one.
"You guys, Callian, this is Callian speaking. Should I lesser restoration these two? I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think it's about time.
Do you want me to
Sure.
handle one and you handle the other?
okay, yeah. Ma'am, if you don't mind, I'm gonna cast a spell. It requires me to. I'll just touch you on the shoulder, if that's okay.
Carry on.
Oh, okay. And Callian will cast. I know this is Luca, but Callian will cast. I forgot to
Yeah.
switch back. Lesser restoration. So Mal, if you were drugged, you are no longer drugged.
You now feel normal size.
That's a relief. I didn't think I could pat the little creature over there. Well, if I was too big. And she walks over to Alvin and pats him on the head.
Why are you patting me on the head?
What are you talking about?
You're just such an adorable little pet.
I am 6'2". What are you talking about?
It's his icon, I swear. It makes him look small.
Yeah, it does.
He's taller than the rest of
I'm
us. I think.
6'5".
Yeah.
I'm sure he is.
I'm pretty
taller
sure
than
he's
all
the
of us.
biggest one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a dragonborn, not a kobold. I may have a son who's a kobold, but I am a kobold.
Are you sure you're not just an abnormally large kobold?
That's a good question.
Just wait till you hear about Jacob's newest children's series,
God.
The Adventures of Cornwall.
Miles gonna roll insight to figure out who's the most good in the group.
You
I
don't
think we
even
don't
have
need-
to roll for that. That's Callian.
Yeah.
You don't gotta roll for that one.
Yeah.
The little church boy.
Mal's gonna go over to Callian and give him a book titled Good Brews, Grubs, and Desserts.
And who is it signed by?
It's signed by Lady Fiaro. Callian, as the person I think is probably going to need this, here you go.
Oh, a book. I love to read. And I grabbed the book. Oh, this is a signed copy. I've heard of her before. This is a famous writer.
The author's name.
I killed you! Stop talking screwball!
It's fine. Little man enjoy himself. But seriously, the author's name is signed copy because that is brilliant.
No, Ikarath. The author's name is Lady Fieri.
Okay, in that case,
Fiero.
dibs on
Fiero.
calling my pen name signed copy.
Sure.
Signed copy.
No, that's mine. You can't have that.
You can have it, Ikarath. It's fine.
I know I can. That's why I said it's mine. God,
That's just a bit rude. That was
it's not a bit rude to steal a man's pen name when he's just called it, but like I know. What is he thinking?
Luca will say, pointing at Ikarath, is he always like this?
Yes.
Yeah,
Callian will,
I don't
and
think-
Callian will say, yes, unfortunately.
Sometimes
Greg
it's
kind of
worse.
thinks for a second, and he's like, "No, I don't think Wes has ever tried to steal my pen name before, so this is first for me." To be fair, I didn't know I had a pen name until just now, so I gotta write something down. I gotta write something, publish it. Hang on. And Ikarath, with his, because he's a wizard, he keeps his spell book in a pouch at his side at all times. Immediately starts rummaging around and everywhere but there, looking for something to write on.
Oh, you're a wizard as well. Nice. That's good to hear.
In your
Yeah.
honor, I'll write a ballad of the travesty that has happened here today with your pen name.
A ballad. Oh, so you're a
Yeah.
bard too, just like Alvin.
Yeah, Mal's a bit of an artist.
Oh,
Who's Mouse
Very
Biff?
cool.
Mal hands Alvin over 10 gold.
It's not necessary. You don't have to hand me gold. Trust me, it's fine.
No,
Wait,
no. I always help a fellow artist.
Okay.
Callie will speak up and say he's a starving artist. This man, he really needs it. Yeah.
Mal gasps, and in Gnomish say, "You poor thing," and hands over another 5 gold.
Wait, you
Who
speak
can
Gnomish?
Yeah.
Don't you?
Wes will say that to her because he also speaks Gnomish.
Everyone's going through their languages right now. Gnomish. Where's the Gnomish?
Wes will say to Mal actually in Gnomish. Wait, how do you know this language?
And she replies in Gnomish, "All noble drow know how to speak Gnomish."
No, noble drow. Wait. What?
Only
Why?
Indians don't speak Gnomish, and at least 4 other languages.
4 other languages. I mean, Wes will, because he knows he's a drow, he'll switch over like mid-sentence from Gnomish to Undercommon. And then he'll, he's like, well, I mean, to be fair, as a human, I think this is pretty impressive. Not a lot of other humans know these 2 languages. As he's saying in Undercommon.
Oh, wait, they're human? I just thought they were a very ugly drow.
What? Wait, you never seen a human before? Almost.
Or maybe very...
Homos might know a lot of languages, man, actually.
The language of the streets.
Perhaps they're very tall gnomes. Probably more like tall gnomes than ugly drow. Haven't made up my mind yet.
But to be fair, for a long time I did think I was a tall gnome.
See?
But that's besides the
not-
point.
I mean, there's
I
no
am a
sense
very
you're
tall
not.
midget.
But that's a different story. Because
You're an elf. You're not a midget.
No, I'm sorry, that wasn't in character. I know that
Yeah,
sounds like
'cause-
something Ikarath would say. That's a quote from ASDF movies.
I think we're still speaking, yeah, it is. We're still speaking Undercommon.
Luca can speak on. He
Oh.
understands. Callian does not.
I don't understand what this thing. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm not wasting a tons on this.
Luca will turn to you and say, "Do you want me to translate what they're saying?"
No, if they're having a private conversation in a different language, it's perfectly fine.
Oh, Wes will switch back. Oh no, I'm sorry, I've never met anyone before who speaks Gnome and Undercommon. It's just a bit shocking.
Didn't you grow up in the Gnome City and didn't they kind of like all speak those languages?
Well, besides gnomes, of course gnomes speak Gnomish.
Okay, good. Just thought I might be going crazy.
He's talking
No,
about
the-
other people, other outside of gnomes, is what he's saying. Not
Gnomes have lost their culture. They don't know how to speak it anymore. They've all assimilated into common language.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I have.
Does your thing have windows?
I
It
told
can.
you.
Yeah, it can have windows.
Does it?
I don't think I want it to have windows because shadows are trying to get in.
Well, no, it can't. They can't get in through the windows if they have glass on them. I'm just wondering if you can see
Can we
the
look outside?
outside.
Yeah, we can see outside.
Okay, then I'm gonna open up the shit a little bit, the fog, so you guys can see what you guys should be seeing. Where's my
Uh-oh.
reveal?
I
I
just
saw something.
yeah.
I saw shadows moving.
Oh my god.
Luca will speak up while this is happening and say, "You guys, so I understand we're in some gnome city I've never heard of, but what are we doing here? We were
Wait,
teleported.
we've never heard of this city?
No, we already went over this, Ikarath.
Almost no one has heard of this city of Grath.
Yeah, to be
No,
fair.
but we specifically have, so if we haven't, I need to be caught up on things.
I
Did
heard
we
about
change
this not too long
locations?
ago. No,
No,
we're still in
Nomarium.
Nomarium.
Okay, cool.
Needless to say, Nomarium has been attacked.
Yeah.
Is there a sky here too?
There is not a sky here, it's a ceiling.
That's
isn't it?
bullshit. There's a sky, there's just a mountain in the way.
She only saw the sky for the first time, like, today.
Oh wait,
You're
really?
But it's gonna have to wait until tomorrow, because
Yeah,
it's
there's
not
a-
visible from in here.
There's a sky here, but I mean, not far outside is the actual sky.
Sure there is.
She doesn't believe me that a sky exists.
Wait, what? Have you never gone to the surface before?
I thought
No.
you just said she saw the sky yesterday.
Yeah, but she didn't believe it. She thought it was a
Very
ceiling.
I mean, I don't believe in the sky
Yeah.
either.
It was dark. I didn't see anything.
That's the whole point. Is that when you look up there and you see the sky, you're actually seeing nothing.
It was a cloudy day, you guys. It was cloudy, nighttime.
Okay, no, if you saw, I'm sorry, clouds are real. That would be ridiculous if clouds weren't real. Come on. But the sky itself, no, it's preposterous.
Thank you.
I mean, how the fuck would that even work?
Please don't get your source of information from Ikarath.
Yes, I agree.
He's the only one making sense here.
Is the zone
Oh my
silent
gosh.
spell
In
maybe so only I'm
letters to
affected by
himself.
this? Because
We
I'm
got
I
another
don't think
starting
anybody
brain
makes
cells.
sense here.
Wes will facepalm so hard when she says Ikarath's the only one who's making sense.
The drug addict is making sense.
Oh, really? I'd love to meet him.
Oh,
And Ikarath genuinely looks like
Alvin pulls out a mirror and puts it in front of your face.
No, mirrors aren't real either.
You all not real.
No, no. Look, okay, so that's a fair point. I'm only slightly real, but so are you. No, mirrors aren't real because all they do is show you what you already know. So you already know that it already exists, and all a mirror does is go, "Ooh, look at me, I know things." And it's like, "Oh, shut up, I'm living it."
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at my book here for a second. Curses, and let's see if I can find a curse of silence in here.
Oh, that's a good one. Let me know if you find it. I know loads of people could use it. None of you, of course. I'd never do that to any of you.
I don't know a curse, but I can definitely silence it.
Just picturing Wes like,
Wes could actually like create silence as a spell, but he could also just knock on it out.
I have silence as a spell as well. I have silence as a spell, but since it would create a silence in the whole area, and then we would have to start communicating via message.
Oh, that's true. Actually, that's what I would do too.
So,
Callan wants to look outside because he was very nervous.
There are shadows flitting all around, back and forth. They're pacing around you with glowing red eyes.
What are we gonna? Callan, do you have any idea of what we could do about this? We have to save these gnomes.
I have no idea. I have spells. I can fight off these shadows, but even my light spells, they only lasted for a certain amount of time.
There's got to be something that could cure them.
How tall is your tower, Alvin?
it's 20 feet tall.
Holy wow!
Okay. And you're in
'Cause
a
it's-
pretty high
it's-
part of the city, so I'm going to show you guys what you guys could see just
Yeah,
barely.
Because it's 2 stories, so there's a first floor
yeah.
and a second floor. So,
So just barely, you are able to see what was formerly a cave wall last time, you guys saw it. And it's on fire and gone.
Oh,
At the edge of a forest of dark mushrooms.
By the way, can we take a moment to appreciate the map that I drew?
Yeah, he did make this map.
Beautiful. But why is
Yeah.
it so low quality? Where's the 8K one?
Because I didn't scale it properly. I just did a screenshot because I need to get it in, and like I can't upload an 8K image.
You want to lower? it?
Yeah, if you have like a 1080p image, that'll work great.
Yeah.
I'll put that in there. Yeah,
Well,
it's-
20 can upload more than 10 megs. So
yeah, 10 megabytes is
if
the
you just
maximum
lower the
for it.
resolution, or not the resolution, the quality down until it's under that. That's what I usually do for large images.
Okay.
So now we could see past a wall that we couldn't see past before.
there wasn't a wall so much as, I mean, I guess it was a wall. It was like the cavern wall, yeah, and there's just a hole full of, hole where it used to be with like fire everywhere. It's not like a complete wall of fire. It's just fire everywhere.
Yeah, Wes would point that out. Like, wait, what the hell is that? Is that fire?
And an
Didn't you
entire
used to live here?
mushroom forest.
Shouldn't you know?
I've never seen that before.
It's a new hole.
Right by a giant forest of luminescent mushrooms.
That doesn't seem
Ooh,
so
mushroom.
surprising. We know that like we know about the mushrooms. I guess maybe not the forest, but
Yeah, it's a different set. There's the mushrooms that you guys know from the path that's right here, and then there is this mushroom forest.
but that's always been there, or like.
It's always been there. We just assume that
okay.
it's always been there.
But it's always
yeah.
been closed off. This was closed off, and now there's a new hole in the cavern.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Near
the
the
gnomes
forest.
don't really go in the shroom forest.
Okay.
So Nomirian on this map was kind of closed off from the rest of the Underdark
Yep.
Mhm.
until just now.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Wait, guys, did
Also,
you
Luca,
Mhm.
you might notice the field of flames beyond. That's a pretty notable point.
Yes, I know of the Underdark to some extent.
Yeah, like
Um,
the field of flames is a notable POI.
Yeah. You guys, I don't know where Nomirian is. I've never heard of this place, but I can see that through that hole is a very famous area of the Underdark called the Field of Flames.
No medium
well,
doesn't exist.
The
what?
Field of Flames.
Sure. Yeah. But the yeah, the Field of Flames, it's a pretty dangerous part of the Underdark. Most people don't go there. But I never realized that on the other side of it was this whole gnomish city I've never heard of.
Well, I didn't realize there was fire on the other side of the city. Maybe that's why they originally chose it. I mean,
Well,
the
was
whole
there
point
always
of
a
this.
hole there?
No.
Oh, so maybe something is coming through this this hole in the wall, and that's why we have these shadows outside.
Oh, maybe. That's a good. Hey, you're pretty smart.
Yeah, 20 intelligence, no big deal.
20. What does that mean?
I have
It
no
means
idea.
he's on my level.
I took a test once online, and they told me I have 20 intelligence. I
Oh,
don't know.
okay.
But
Dude,
yeah.
I hate that test. They're like, look, we ran a line from here to here. And you're like, okay, I'll get on it. And then they ask you a bunch of
Exactly, yeah.
questions.
Mhm.
It's bullshit. It's wizard. As I understand it, it all started as a prank at one of the fraternities at one of the wizard colleges. But
Hey,
it's
you
just
went to a
it's
wizard
stuck
college?
around.
You've been to a wizard college, my good friend?
Technically twice.
Oh,
Well,
really?
so-
You
visited
guys hear
loads of time. I didn't
crashing
live on
and
council.
breaking of windows
Uh-oh.
from outside of the tower.
Wait, what's going on? Wait, they're getting into the windows now?
No, I think outside the tower.
I don't know. Look outside the windows.
Yeah, what's
I
gonna
find
look out the
some good
window?
in here.
You see them breaking through windows and doors of houses, and you see them coming, like rushing inside, almost like there's smoke, and you hear screams and then silence as they leave with much brighter glowing eyes than before.
Oh God, what is happening now? I thought the houses were safe.
I
What
don't
do we
think-
do? Jesus
I don't
Christ.
think any house is safe. They don't have light.
Say, what about this entire situation screams safe at any point?
I mean, true, but it seemed like everyone was fine in their houses up until now.
Can Mal cast dancing lights outside the window?
You can. What level of light does it give?
Just a cantrip.
It's a
It's a
cantrip,
cantrip.
and
Yeah,
it's a
Rosalind
very.
did it last time.
You mean
It's
how much,
very
uh,
dim light.
It's dim light?
around
Okay.
each- Yeah.
Yeah, you illuminate the shadows, but they are just smoky bodies.
What time does how long until like the sunstone or whatever it's called rises
And-
again in the cave?
It actually starts to flicker on, and as you guys look, you can see like World War Z quantities of these black things trying to scale the tower.
Yeah.
Oh God, guys are coming up.
Callan will speak up. I can wipe out anything that's on the tower. You guys want me to cast a spell?
Might as well burn them away before they enter.
So Callan will hold his holy symbol of Lathandra and say, "Begone, dark spirits! The dawn has arrived," and we'll cast Dawn.
Ooh.
Okay. So a light shines down onto the location. 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of light. And sorry.
I was gonna say, go ahead.
Oh, and it does. They have to make con saves. Any creature that's near it, and they take radiant damage if they get.
So
I can
what
burn.
happens is, as they reach the crystal and a few of them touch it, you see a slight crack show up and a beam of light shoot out of it towards the ceiling. It does continue to illuminate, and then your dawn just bursts forth and just scorches 70 of them and clears the tower as the light continues to shine and daylight rises, and you see all these guys slink into the shadows and disappear as daylight slowly washes over. But it seems like it's getting it's not as bright as it should be. Bye, Alvin.
Woo!
Yo, thanks for the sub, Matt.
I am one of the shadows.
Oh, did you see the new name for your subcategory
Who?
for Alvin?
Alvin?
Yeah. In the character sheets, the tabs.
The tabs. I'm looking around. I'm not seeing it.
It says party 1, something, party 3, party 4.
Party 1. Oh, just
Retirement
I see the
home.
retirement home now.
Yep.
Party 2 has become retirement home.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that happened, and I'm gonna light up the streets. Well, you don't really need to light up the streets at this point. We're going to.
Did we get a short rest at least? We haven't rested.
Yeah,
A long
you guys
rest?
had a rest.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Thank the Lord. Thank you, Lathander.
Short rest or long rest?
Long.
Okay, short.
You had a long rest
Cool.
before they got there.
Oh, cool. Perfect.
Everyone's full health, full spells,
Mm-hmm.
full features.
Full tummies.
Did we eat?
No.
I could have made some food.
Oh yeah, that is just a thing.
Wes could whip up something too.
And then right here, let's draw this. That's the light place.
We need to protect that light.
Mm-hmm.
So Callian will say, "Look, you guys. I don't know if Callian's very observant, so I'm assuming he noticed.
And you guys are like all like right here at 10.
Yeah, it seems a little darker today than it was yesterday.
And there is a giant shaft of light coming out of a crack into the roof.
Wes?
Yeah.
Actually, no, Callian.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to ask Wes a question. And then
Okay.
I need you to tell me yes or no, okay?
Sure.
I think you know what question I need you to ask him.
I don't know.
What do I used to be obsessed with?
Oh.
Now ask Wes.
Oh my god, do you see anime girls?
No, I don't think it was anime girls, even though we don't know what that is. So,
So I need you to ask him about whether it is or not, because that will determine how close I can get to it.
It is absolutely a crystal.
Wes, is this a crystal?
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
Alvin, I believe the answer is yes. It is.
Okay, I will stay away from it.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise, if I go too close to it, I don't know if I'll be able to control myself in this situation.
Oh,
That's no
yeah.
problem.
I'm good about most crystals, but when it comes to very particular ones,
Yeah, it's a powerful crystal. So what do we do? I don't know where we even...
Do we
I mean-
want to go explore that area? I mean,
Maybe, I think it's...
Luca was saying that there's the field of fire. Was that correct? And Luca will say, yes. From what I saw from your tower, it looks like there's an entrance to the rest of the Underdark over there. So if we have these dark forces attacking the city, maybe they're coming through there. I have no idea.
And
I
you
guess
see
so, I mean-
another crack open, and you see it dim a little more.
Oh, shit. Maybe we should go quickly, because this crystal's dimming a lot more than it should be.
Should we fix the crystal, or
Do you know how to
Wait.
fix the crystal?
do we have the impression we could do anything about this crystal, or should we just go?
I mean, this is ancient magic, so
Yeah, I don't know this stuff. Yeah, you guys, I think maybe we should head for the forest and figure out where these creatures are coming from.
no. Do bear with me.
But you've
Should
got
we-
bears with you. That would have been helpful a few minutes ago when we were fighting.
Stop with your bears! There's no bears!
Luca will say, "I can turn someone into a bear if we really want to."
That's a bear.
Oh, you don't know what bears are? Yes, well, I have to teach you all these things. I have pictures in my book of these
All right,
animals.
enough about bears.
Okay.
You're the one who brought him up. You can't. Whatever.
And while you guys are doing that,
Should we
you
not
hear
give
some
the
noises
gnomes-
coming from down the river where you guys came from.
Should we not, if we're going to leave and the stone is failing, the possibility of light never existing down here again, should we not assist the gnomes in getting out, or are we just going to abandon them all?
Oh, assist the gnomes in
No,
getting
light.
out.
Yeah, let's kind of get them out of the city. That's a better idea. And then we could go investigate.
I was about to say, you were going to abandon the gnomes into eternal darkness where light is snuffed out by the shadows.
Well, I thought like maybe we could solve the problem before that happened, but yeah, good solution.
Seeing as there are 2 cracks up there,
Yeah, probably best to evacuate the city.
we need to get people out of the city now.
Hmm.
Well, we should start the evacuation plan, and while that's happening, because it might take a while, we can figure out what to do. And just out of character, the DM did just say that we heard a noise coming from the river that we used to get here. So,
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
so I don't know what
Where
that
if
means.
you look out that way, you
We
guys.
closed in.
1 second, I need to.
There's
We
still
could be
cracks
closed
in
in.
the
I
city.
don't know.
Oh,
Oh, there's
shit.
shadow over there. That's great.
What?
The shadows are gathering again.
And the
How do we
light
get them
is fading.
Wait, are we gonna have to get them out through the fucking fire?
We can't
We-
get out. We have to figure
You
out.
could,
this-
you could. I mean, you have multiple options. You do have light, but how much light do you have, and how well are you going to be able to maintain it? I mean, you've got options out of
Where's the
character.
best place to Well, the castle's gone, right? So where's the best place that we can like get everybody to put them in safety, board them up, give them light, and protect them?
But keep in mind, non-magical light gets snuffed out by these things, as you guys have
Oh, yeah.
already learned that.
So what do? We can't evacuate, or we'd have to take them through the field of fire. But
Just curious, has anybody tried talking to the shadows?
I think we did try
We
to.
did.
Just curious. Carry
Yeah.
on.
It didn't work.
I don't
Um,
feel so bad about darkness.
One of them, who was it? Said, was it Wes?
One of them-
Said that the shadows seem to resonate similar to the gnomes, correct?
Yeah, I think I saw my sister's face in one of the shadows. So I think they are the gnomes. I think it's the gnomes' souls or something. I just don't know how they got this way and how to fix it.
Well, I have no idea.
Well, you could.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can have hints from me if you guys get truly stumped.
I whispered to you, Meta.
Oh, let me look at that.
On roll 20, I said to whisper to you. So, because I can communicate to it, and that was one of the abilities I had at one point.
Um,
Could I use one of my spells, Legend Lore?
Oh,
Oh wow, that could
oh, that's a good one.
yeah, that could work in this
Crystal.
situation.
That could work on the crystal. That's smart.
You could use it on the crystal, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Legend lore. Great spell. I mean,
There you
actually,
go,
it's not.
Elvin.
a great spell. Except in this situation, it's a great spell.
Yeah.
Incense worth 250 gold. What the hell? Actually, Callian might have that much.
what is that spell?
Legend
Legend
lore
lore.
is a pretty high level spell, but
And what are we casting it about?
you
The crystal, I think.
she wants to cast on the crystal because the spell's supposed to tell the spell user about the history of some
It's
magical
a
object.
wondrous level magical item. It is the sphere of the sun. It is actually made out of what is that? What is that thing? Is that what it is? What is that? Garnet. A garnet embedded inside of a sphere of pure diamond. It was enchanted by one of the greatest gnome wizards to exist. How long has the gnomes been here?
I don't know.
However long
I don't
that
know.
was.
Okay.
And it actually killed him in its making.
Oh wow.
And it's lit up the caverns like daylight ever since. Never failing till, today.
Till now. Okay.
So Mal's gonna not repeat that in its entirety. She's gonna be like, "That's a wonder ball of garnet and diamond that was made sacrificially.
Oh,
Sacrificial.
Made bright things."
Oh, so we just have to sacrifice somebody else and we're good to go?
I choose you, Ikarath.
That's fine. I come back to life anyway.
It's it's got very
Huh?
specific requirements of a gnome wizard.
Oh, it needs a gnome wizard. Wes, let me give you a couple lessons and we'll sacrifice you. See how you like it.
I'm
He's
not
a
a gnome.
human.
He's close enough.
Raised by gnomes and is a gnome is a very different thing.
Yeah, and I don't know magic
It's
like
really not.
Oh dear. Let's not argue about this. And we've got the encroaching shadows. The beacon is failing.
And we have no gnome wizards, so we should probably do something different than whatever the wonder ball does.
Yeah, I have
Wait.
only one solution, but I refuse to offer it unless it is a last-ditch effort.
Wait, I have one more suggestion.
Well, if we all leave, then if we dig a trench real quick, that'll be a last ditch for you.
No, god damn it.
Good pun, sir. Says Luca.
What?
I have one more suggestion though. There appears
What?
to be some cracks in the ceiling. Do we think that those are causing the cracks?
Oh, maybe. Or we gotta. I don't. Oh yeah, it might.
Do we have
But
to touch the ceiling?
Oh, there's no cracks in the ceiling. There's just rays of light that just go all the way from the crystal to the ceiling, but it's like concentrated light. It's not like it's just illuminating it. It's like
Okay.
it's escaping forth from the crystal.
Ah, got it.
can we? I think we're too deep. But we would just burst a hole in the ceiling and let the real light in.
That's remind everybody.
That's
um,
not
In a
Very
very
good.
Let's remind
There's an
everybody-
entire
We're
mountain
gonna
on top of
destroy the
us?
city.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we're
if you
up on that.
remember, the entrance was like,
We're under the
Here?
Wi-Fi mountain. Yeah.
Mhm.
and like the mountain's
back
here,
there.
and you're like back here.
Can we bore through the mountain to the other side?
Yeah, if you
we
give
need
me
a
like
light
a
source.
year,
I think
strong
the
enough to
time
take it.
is your biggest enemy at this point.
if you give me like a year of spellcasting, I can make it through the mountain. But
And I can punch a lot really quickly. I have
yeah,
a thunderbolt
punch
and
a
stuff.
mountain.
So I will offer one solution, but it is a last-ditch effort because I do not want to. It is an ancient relic, and I refuse to take it otherwise. I
Okay.
could maintain the light within my own body if I were to absorb the crystal.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
And then what? They're gonna stand above on top of the tower and be the.
We could get the gnomes out of here if I was able to maintain light protection around us.
Look, it's a pretty big if on whether or not you'd be able to, and we all know that you would basically be dead. So, no. But I like the hero play. Keep it up, man.
Yeah.
When the next volume comes out, we'll all be sure to speak loads about that in our interviews with the author.
Next volume. You guys have books written about you?
Oh yeah, that's a
Choose
deal.
him.
Really?
Oh,
Where can I
really?
get a copy? Will you
I
sign
would
it?
love to read that someday.
Or didn't someone write a book about like our adventures or something? Like everyone now? Did that happen?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, we asked them to do so.
Yeah.
we commissioned the book.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I could
Calvin and
maintain.
Alvin.
Or not yet, technically, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think it's in the
It's not commissioned
timeline.
yet, timeline wise.
It's
Alright,
in the
so what do we do?
I
We
can
can't get
maintain
out.
for
I
a
mean,
couple
unless
of
we have-
days.
Lathandra's light again, and then we could, force our way out. That lasts an hour. We probably couldn't get everyone.
Didn't Lathandra's light only last for 10 minutes though?
Yeah,
Oh,
my light, which
Yes.
usually lasts an hour, only lasted 2
Callian,
minutes.
Oh damn.
Lathandra is the goddess of light, right?
And life, yes.
Yeah, okay, so it's about to be very dark in here and people are gonna die. And there's there are two big things. There's no darkness and no being eaten by shadows in the darkness. Like, right, this so could you just ask her for help? Could you be like,
Sure.
Oi, Lefandra, let's get the fuck out of here. Because, like, if I'm like, oh shit, there's 98 people here, we need 2 more and a lot of booze, I ask Flit. Never let me down yet. So, here's the question you need to ask yourself, Callian. Am I a better champion of Flit than you are a priest of Lefandra? And then immediately it leans over to whoever's closest to him and be like, this is a psychological tactic called goading.
I think Mal is closest to you at the moment, actually.
Well, Callian has one thing he can do. Well, actually, 2 things. Wait, what happened? Mention a Flit edges away a little more. Yeah, see, she's smart. Callian will try 2 things. Okay, first, he's gonna use something that you can use once a day as a cleric. Now that we're level 10, Divine Intervention. So,
Nice.
I get to roll a D100. If I hit my level or lower, then God themselves will help us.
Yes.
Otherwise, whatever.
Successful divine intervention. Let's go.
Meta, no one's used this yet.
Let's go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, let's see.
And it's super hard to
I
get.
need a D100. Let's see. If you roll a number lower, equal to or lower than your clerical. Come on, low number.
100?
Oh, 88.
88. That's close, right?
Damn. Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
Lefandra
Well,
does not listen to you. So
Oh.
apparently Ikarath is a better follower of God than Callian.
No, I
Anybody
got
who's known Ikarath for a very long time can sense he is incredibly pleased with himself. But it's only in the little things he does, like his happy little thumb wiggle when he's making a clenched fist trying to have his poker face on. So the new people have no idea, but he's not saying anything. He's already forgotten all about it, and but in his head he's like, oh my god, I'm better than Callian at something.
All right. I know we don't have much time.
Not yet. Can I cast Commune?
Nice.
Takes like a few minutes. Ritually cast it. And I get to ask Lathandra 3 questions.
Okay.
AKA, we're asking the DM for help.
Okay.
It's the cheat spell. Let's see. You receive a correct answer. Unclear. Oh, it's 3 questions and yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first one is, can we fix the crystal?
Unlikely.
Ooh, not good. Okay. Next, I'll say, is there a safe passage? No, I'm sorry. Can we find safe passage for the gnomes out of here?
Unlikely.
Please call again.
Worst magic 8-ball I've ever seen.
I know. I'm like,
No
man.
safe passages exist at present. It does not mean they cannot be made safe.
Ah, okay. And then last one, do we have the ability to cleanse these creatures, these shadow creatures?
Unclear.
Unclear. No. Lathandra, why do you have to be so
Again later.
vague? Okay, so I'll tell everybody the answer. Mention. Oh, I don't know if Lathandra doesn't think we could fix the crystal. Maybe she just has low evaluation of our skills, but she does think that there might be a way for us to get the gnomes out of here, but the path is blocked right now, so I don't know if we have to fight our way through. What do you all think?
I don't know. We might. I mean, fighting was not so helpful last time with these things. I wanna I haven't done this like ever in the game, but I haven't. I guess storyline wise, Wes probably hasn't done this in a while, but he wants to take a minute to meditate and see if he could communicate with or get some type of message from Baravar. I forget his name now.
You can't even say your own god's name.
I haven't talked to him ever, but
Everyone contacting their gods today.
I mean, it's the first time for everything, right? It's his people. I mean, he lent me power to help them, and I think it's only right that he is able to help us now.
Roll luck.
Cool, that makes sense. Let's see.
See, Chaos, I told you luck comes up.
Oof, 11.
You get no
11.
response.
Ah, damn it.
He's just.
Because he's busy. Shit.
We should start ushering people out of the homes now.
Crack! There's another crack. And it is now... Let me draw a circle for us, because we need one at this point.
What do we even do? I don't even know what we could do.
Let's stand here and wait until it gets good.
I mean, I don't mind if it gets dark.
Well, I mean, you might...
Well, where's the teleporting circle? Because I could probably take us somewhere.
And you guys...
A couple of us, like Alvin, I could probably take Alvin out to get, like, Trevor Marin, and if we have enough gold, we could just bribe him to teleport enough of us out.
Oh, I don't want to go. What is that sound?
That is the sound of a stampede of people rushing in with the failing light.
Yeah, can we get... Let's get somewhere. Whatever the sturdiest building is remaining, let's get there. And
Are these shadows undead?
They are
think...
not. Technically.
Can we teleport out of here somehow? Is that possible?
Not with as many getting all the gnomes out.
Yeah, I was gonna say teleportation circle works because it's as long as you open it's for an entire turn. It remains open. So I have 2 5th level spells. I think Alvin has 2 5th level spells.
No,
so
I do not have a 5th level spell.
Oh, you don't?
I took 3 levels
no.
of rogue, so I do not have a 5th level spell.
So we could get 12 seconds worth of people through a teleportation circle.
How many gnomes are even left in the city at this point?
Probably a few thousand.
Taking the dash action,
No.
that's actually not an insignificant amount. If they're all, I'm assuming, judging by the sounds.
There's a few thousand. Probably like, what's a good? Let's see. Small city population average.
400,000 people? What?
I mean,
Well,
my
in medieval times, it would have been
house is
different.
like 14,000.
Let's see. Yeah, let's go with Let's go with 14,000 gnomes remaining in the city.
Wow, that's a lot. If a lot were like killed and turned into
Yeah, but
small-
they're like,
Yeah, oh,
they're
that
like
is a good
half-sized.
point. There's like, let's say there's 10,000 left.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes
and
sense.
4,000 have been killed.
That makes sense.
They're like half to a third size. So technically, that only adds up to like half of that in normal people space wise, which is a good thing if we're trying to move them. I'm not being racist. I'm literally just pointing out this is a blessing in their face.
Well, can we do that? I don't think we can get
It's
them
a
all out.
blessing.
Have we tried lightboarding a shadow?
Lightboarding.
Yeah, it's like waterboarding but with light. It's exactly what it sounds like.
We've been fighting with light, and my light has been seeming to do some damage and stuff. But
Yeah, but have we like put one in a room and then just completely blasted the
No,
room
this is
with
all
light?
pretty.
I don't think we've
This is
been able to
pretty.
Yeah, I
capture
don't
them. That's the
think we
problem.
have time for that. And this is very new.
I can give you time, but
No, we gotta do something else. We're not gonna let you.
Oh, time.
Oh no.
You were talking about,
Oh,
I thought he was talking about. He's like, I can give you time. That's great. That's exactly what we need. I thought he was talking about eating the crystal and going all crazy.
if I eat the crystal, I can generate the light myself.
Oh no, because see, then we're still stuck here, and we're just like, hey, it's a little bit brighter, and also
No,
Alvin's
you-
guaranteed to go nuts.
No, I won't go.
So
nuts.
no.
If I take the crystal, I can generate the light, and that will give us a few more days, which allows us to have more time to teleport everyone out.
Well, then we definitely
Is
have to
anybody
abandon-
missing? Do you guys want me to tell you something, Dragonheart, that you are missing that should be blatantly obvious?
You say it's obvious. Clearly,
Yeah,
it's
we're clearly missing it.
Do you want it or not? It's up to you.
Yeah, I really don't know what else we
It's
could
a
do with it.
minor detail, Dragonheart, to
What?
your situation that you're not thinking of. That I don't know why you're not.
We need
What?
miners.
What am I missing?
Right now, it's stuck in a tower.
Oh,
If you absorb it,
yeah.
it becomes
Movable.
Oh, I didn't know it was stuck in a tower. I
Yeah,
thought it was
it's like installed in the tower. It's like it's
I didn't
that
think it was
giant
floating
orb.
Yeah.
there, but
If it's stuck
Yeah.
in
The
a tower,
tower
it becomes
right there.
movable, and then we can walk with it as Alvin being the light source.
Oh.
Alright, let's do
It's
it.
no, it's not a. It is not a. Alvin stays there and becomes the light source. It is Alvin becomes the source of the light and can move.
I
Let's
thought
do
you were gonna
that.
become like a lighthouse.
Picture Cormal's ability when he absorbed all the glowing crystals and he was able to generate 30 feet of bright light around him.
Icarus pops a mushroom. He needs to ask. He needs to ask Flit a couple questions.
I don't have that power anymore because the armor's gone. But if I touch the crystal, I can gain the power back for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's
well,
at the
wait,
strength of that crystal that
we
I
have to
going up.
completely. The city will be abandoned after that, right? Like, if we do
We
that,
would-
then we can never go back to the city.
Is
We
it
would
the
have to
cheetah
come back-
mushroom, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
We would have to
Oh,
find
me.
a way to bring
doing
light
drugs
back
here, man.
down. Don't do drugs.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, I
everybody-
have to talk about it.
Yeah. So everybody.
This is all mentally while you guys are all arguing about stuff.
Everybody mute, and I will put something in the group DM when you can unmute. Everybody except for Icarus.
I was
You mean
about
mute
to
or
mute
deafen?
simply because it's the most Icarus thing to do, but I knew it. I'm very
You
glad you
mean mute
specified.
or deafen?
I mean deafen.
Deafen. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Deafen. The muting. I don't.
Everybody
care
mute so you can't hear.
Yes.
How do you do that? How do you deafen on this thing?
I think you can.
It's next to your mute button. You just right click and then you mute.
I can also force it on you, but
Yeah, just force it on me.
all right, I forced it on him. That's why it's in red. All right.
Okay. What's up, pretty kitty? Look, we're in a bit of a bind, so I'm gonna have to make this fast. I have time to tell you a story like I normally do. First of all,
You get one question.
is
It looks
Alvin-
like.
yeah, yeah.
You
but
gotta see
there's
her
only
go.
one. Yeah, okay. If we let Alvin consume this crystal thing, is he gonna go nutty bananas on us?
Out of character, define your nutty bananas because Flit would know what you meant by it, but I need more specifics to give you a good answer.
Icarus has been told by multiple people that if Alvin keeps eating crystals, he's gonna become a world-ending dictator. And Icarus is totally willing to help him out with that. He just doesn't want it to happen if there's another way. So, basically, he wants to know if he has to put the wizard kibosh on eating the crystal. Because if it makes Alvin significantly worse, then he's not going to allow it.
It
he
won't
doesn't
make him
think he will.
necessarily worse, but it will make him stronger.
Okay, but it won't fuck with his head and be like, oh, alignment shifted.
No.
Or lead to that later on down the line.
No, there's definitely two distinct and separate
Like aspects of the
aspects
crystal.
of
One
what's
is
going
strength,
on
one is
right
evil.
now. One, there's definitely two things going on here, and there's that he'll say, Flit will say, it's very interesting to watch it because it's two people that are so different, but yet so similar, and that's what you'll be left with. And then
Okay, sounds good, mate.
let me send the message to everybody. You can
Also
probably-
unmute. I was gonna say unmute Wes, and they'll all see that, and they should come
Oh
back.
yeah. Hey Wes.
Hey.
I just gotta open up this thing wherever it is. There it is. Okay. Undeafen. I would normally just move everybody, but that's just no longer possible with with the cameras.
I'm back.
Yeah.
It's okay. I got a quick button to push that just allows
Yeah.
me to do auto deafen. So
I see how to do it now.
Okay. Alvin,
Oh.
eat the fucking crystal. We're all gonna get the fuck out of here. Wes, address the gnomes. Tell them that we are going to follow the glowing dragonborn. Everybody else, fan out for more defensive. Time is of the essence. Oh, let's go.
What is going on? Wes will get up high, like he'll just get, a little bit more
Nice.
elevated. And then he'll start addressing the
Okay.
gnomes. He'll be like, listen, everybody.
Does
gotta
anybody
get out
have
from
one
here.
of those announcy spelly things?
Oh, I don't know.
Or like make a loud
I think
noise or
Callian would be the only one who does have
thaumaturgy is the spell that you're speaking of, correct?
I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, no, thaumaturgy is specifically the one that makes a person 3 times louder.
I'm looking.
I don't think thaumaturgy is a cantrip. I don't think you have
Yeah.
that kind.
No.
Yeah.
I have.
Then you're doing mistakes.
Mal pulls
Mhm.
Callion over
Hello.
and takes him behind a building.
Whoop.
What?
Hello.
And she does disguise self as Callion
Oh. Why are you trying to look like me?
and casts thaumaturgy, and with his voice gives the announcement.
Oh, okay.
Well, Wes was trying to give the announcement.
Thaumaturgy is a
I've-
touch, so you can just you can just touch and it affects that person for the duration of the spell.
Yeah, you
Mal
can-
has thaumaturgy.
Very nice. But
Nice.
also, you just want to like casually as he walks by, you'd be like, "Ugh, touch." Nobody would notice either.
Yeah, because Wes is trying to give the announcement since it's his people.
Okay. That
And if you
works.
have thaumaturgy, you would know that. So like in character.
Mm.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's totally
Yeah.
fine to just retcon that a little bit. We do
Okay.
that constantly.
Yeah, you're allowed to retcon stuff if you learn things and how rules work, and then it would have drastically changed your actions, and I don't have to unravel too much shit to make it work. We 100% allow you to go back on shit.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, in that case, I will do sneaky thaumaturgy, so it doesn't look like I had anything to do with that at all.
Nice. All right, so Wes will, like, loudly now just address all the gnomes, like,
Give your
listen,
speech, knowing that this will determine what kind of bonuses and difficulty rating your dice roll after this gets set.
Okay. Listen, everybody. I know this is our home. It's been our home for centuries, but we need to leave. The crystal is cracking, but we can take it. We can move. We can get us out of here. All right, we need to buy time. We need to save you all so we could figure out how to solve this problem of all these shadows. I'm not trying to leave anybody behind, especially our fallen gnomes. But for now, our priority is to keep you guys safe, and then we'll come back in and solve this problem. But for now, you need to follow us out. That's what. Yep.
Roll +3.
Where am I rolling? Oh, persuasion, I
You
guess.
can roll persuasion or performance.
Oh wait, persuasion is. Hold on. There's a few things for persuasion going on right
And
now.
as he does that, as he was giving that announcement, Mal also casts guidance.
Ooh, nice.
You know there's points that people can... You know there's much less restrictions on things that can be redeemed in stream now, everybody here.
Okay, so hold on. Okay. So I got a +3. I got a +2 for the medal that we have for like a year.
Yep.
Oh.
I have a +1 to my persuasion because of my flashy vest. Awesome. All right. So let me
And keep in mind, this is persuading basically an entire race
yeah.
to do something as one.
So
Also,
hold
I
on.
don't
I'm
know
gonna
if it helps, but I conjured Tensor's floating disc for him to stand on, so he's floating above everybody.
I like that. You can have +1 for that.
I will, as I'm walking away, I throw you an inspiration.
Oh, okay. Hold on. There's so much. All right,
And
so
you
let me roll.
tell-
Opening chime, real quick.
If we're all doing
he
something,
just whistles.
Alien could put light on you so you're glowing.
Oh my god, this is incredible.
Yeah,
All right,
I'll
so-
allow a
Oh,
+1 for
oh.
that.
All right, so what do I got? I got +3 from the speech, +2 from the persuasion, and another +2 for the two things. Okay, so +7 to my
And
roll.
you've got another inspiration paid for by Dragonheart in chat.
Okay, so I have a guidance, so I have another D4. All right, so let me just roll persuasion.
Are we at like 2d4 right now, or 3? No,
Oof.
3d4.
What a terrible persuasion roll.
But
So you
wait,
get 3d4,
Yeah.
but a d8 plus 1 is my inspiration dice. So
All right, so let me roll a D8.
+1.
Roll the 3.
Yeah, of course, D8 +1.
Yep.
so you're at
So-
11 right now. Because you have a +7.
Oh, great.
You're
So
now at
12.
13.
Jesus, 13. All right, and I got
2d4.
3d4.
inspiration dice.
3d4.
3d4.
Mal
All
would
right,
also
+10.
Mal would also like to cast Calm Emotions during that speech.
It's a great
Okay.
spell.
Roll an additional d4.
Okay.
So you're at 23. 27.
Nice.
I'm trying to calm
And
people
with
down.
everybody working together as a true team for the first time
Yeah.
ever, working towards the same
Amazing.
exact objective, all as one group, you are able to conjure up, what was that, 25?
20.
A plus 23 to his.
25 points of damage.
So 27.
27.
Well, you were able to work up a 27, which convinces them to work with you.
Nice.
And you manufactured that 100%.
We
Good
really
job.
that was a
I'm proud.
terrible persuasion roll.
I
so
am
thank
proud
God
of
for-
all of you.
Thank God for everything.
Everybody
else.
gets 2 loot points for excellent teamwork. Or whatever the hell McGonagall said with the troll.
For sheer dumb luck.
Yeah,
sheer
for
dumb
bravery and
Sheer
sheer
dumb
dumb luck.
That's great. I hate. Of course, that had to be a 4, but thank God for everything else.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. What a luck.
I forget that you're not a charisma-based person, and I'm just
Yeah.
sitting here like, oh,
I
you'll
know.
be
Hobos
fine.
are
And
not
I'm like,
high on charisma.
because I looked at mine, I'm like, oh.
But I mean, it was appropriate that Wes was
unfortunate
doing this.
It's unfortunate I couldn't have helped you with that because
Yeah.
my persuasion is plus 14. So.
Yeah, but this is Wes's moment, and we
got it. You
manufactured
did
it to be
well.
his moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's do
You
the
did very well.
thing, and let's get them out of here.
Alvin?
I'm going up, and I'm like, oh boy, this is going to be weird. What happens now?
It is a 100-foot tower, by the way.
I could've-
Running up the stairs.
Wait, can I just run you up there? I could probably just run up the side with you.
No, I ran away after your speech
Yep.
because I was trying
Oh,
to
the
make
time's
get
running
there
out.
in time.
Fair.
So I'm running up all the stairs.
Okay, and you reach the top. And what do you do?
Well, I gotta. I assume I'm absorbing it, so I gain the power.
It becomes Kirby.
So you touch it, and your entire body becomes. It feels like electricity, but it's not, and you feel like you're burning from the inside out
Oh.
as you spasm and are blown backwards as it absorbs into you. You take 10, 19, 27 damage,
All right.
and are flying unconscious out of the tower. And I'll let you roll your damage for this. Roll 100 feet of damage.
Oh my God.
What?
He
Oh,
fell
he's
100
falling?
feet.
Can we see him fall?
He's blasting towards you.
Oh, can I catch him?
I can stop him.
So that plus 10 for the thing.
That plus
Before-
10.
Yeah, so 44.
Before he hits the ground,
Yep.
Luca will cast Feather Fall as a reaction.
Oh my god, so you
Oh,
take none
so
of that damage.
So you just float down.
And you
Like
float
when
down.
Guardian Leviosa, you back to the
However,
ground.
he is unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
The light,
Is he glowing?
he is not, because he's not conscious to produce it.
Oh no.
And the lights
Shit.
go
Yup.
out.
Can we wake him up?
Yup.
Wake him up. I'm gonna try to wake him up. I don't know how else to wake him. I
Yeah.
don't have anything to. Can,
Boom!
can I give
Um,
him a potion to wake him up? A potion of healing? Would that wake him up? I mean, he's unconscious, so I think that wouldn't do anything.
When he goes unconscious, I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
And Ikarath is going to cast light.
Alright, 1 second. I got to transition.
Callion's got light too, you guys.
Can we wake him up? Can I like wake up Alvin?
Give me a second. I gotta.
Yeah, we have ways to heal him back up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I just got to transition here to the scene. There's a lot
Maybe
going
we-
on today.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, you know what? I haven't told you guys, so I'm not gonna say what Luca's spells are. I was gonna bring up I have a spell that can.
So who's got the light?
We all.
Ikarath has one.
How big is it?
20-foot radius.
Yeah, 20-foot radius. Dim light for an additional 20.
Is it on you or on a spot?
I'm touching my staff.
Okay, so how many feet is?
40 total, but the last 20 is dim.
And I think this is a quarter, so that's 10, and I'm not so worried about the dim right now. Well, actually,
Keep in mind,
you
we
said how
currently
much
have
is dim? You have
10,000
10
gnomes
for
with
dim?
us. Yeah. Keep
10
in mind we have
additional for
10,000 gnomes with us.
Mhm.
It's 20-foot radius. Yeah, like wake me up.
There we go.
I feel like there'd be plenty of gnomes who have light cantrips though.
I also have
In a city of
dance light.
10,000.
Yeah, it's
I
gotta be
think
people.
I have 4. I can create 4.
Well, I
dim-
mean, you can just get Alvin up.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Definitely waking up Alvin.
I'm like, why aren't you waking me up? Everyone just cast light spells. Wake me up!
I'm like slapping him, trying to wake him up. I can't like magically wake him up. But
I am a walking sun.
I'm like I'm trying to shake Alvin up. Wake up, Alvin! Wake up!
Does anybody have healing magic that deals with status ailments like paralyzation or things like that nature?
Lesser
Yeah, I got
restoration. I'm like,
Callian dashes forward.
Ikrath uses suggestion to be like, why don't you just wake up?
Hey, Alvin, you wake up.
whoa, you're
You
light.
need some light right now.
Shine!
Let's do this. Come on.
Shine, dragon, shine through the night.
God.
Okay, so does the light make all these things run away, or?
They all vaporize.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The secret light.
And you see others. Oops, some people are dead. You should probably put whoever you are back in there.
Who died? Mal, you're dead.
Val,
Oh,
put
no.
yourself back in.
Ah, there we are.
And you are emitting 1 mile of brilliant light.
Oh my goodness.
You are the avatar of Lathandra.
Oh.
However,
Alright.
at the edge of that mile, the shadows lurk.
I've got
Okay,
it. Light.
Let's go!
Get everybody in here and let's start moving.
Yeah, Wes is gonna lead the way out.
Ikrath
next
will.
Alvin.
Ikrath is gonna be. Who's the fastest and the quietest who can scout ahead? Or maybe a
Wes.
pair of you. No, you.
Mal's
We
pretty
need you.
quiet.
We need the gnomes to see you.
True. So besides
So who's-
Wes, I don't
who's-
know.
Who's next? Because I can cast a couple of spells on you to make it easier and faster.
Also, which
Luca
way
will
are you
speed
guys
up.
going?
We're
Think
going
we're going
out
out.
through the river.
With 10,000 people?
I mean, there's gotta be a way that we can walk, like a little cliffside.
It is water only.
Water only, then we can't go out that way, I guess.
I have.
Unless you have a
water
way.
walk, but
Yeah, unless you have a way to
not
get
enough.
that 10,000 people. I mean, you could. I don't know. It could, maybe.
Well, how did 10,000 people get into the cave to begin with? I mean,
Lots
they
of
were-
boats. Lots of boats, but they didn't maintain that fleet.
So no airships again.
No, the airships
no,
are a
no
deep gnome technology.
Just a-
Okay, hear me out. We just keep
Yes.
feeding Alvin cocaine so that his light stays awake, and I tensors floating disc everyone up the river, one by one, or gnomes 3 by 3,
one.
Oh,
3
God.
by 3.
I mean, you could probably. I mean, you've got a few days. You could probably transport them out in groups, but you'd have to
well,
figure out. You'd have to figure out how to secure safety. Maybe.
If we have a few days, then I can teleportation circle people out over long rests.
Yeah, that could work.
It'll take forever.
Can we reasonably, in 3 days, get everyone outside, 10,000 people, gnomes outside of Gnomerium, not in the Underdark? Can we reasonably do that? Because if we can, then that's what we're doing.
Let's see. I mean, that's the. Well, how would you do it? Keep in mind,
Every-
this is like that. Remember the riddle where you have like a fox, a goose, and a rat or something, and you
Uh-huh.
got. This is kind of that riddle here. How are you guys going to do this? Because if you don't have light, you have death.
Yeah.
Well,
Luca
if
will-
we line them all up correctly, we have a grand total of 12 seconds, probably roughly every like 12 hours, for Ikrath to cast teleportation circle, and it's up per cast for 6 seconds. So on my turn it goes up, and then on my next turn it goes down, and I can just cast it again. If we get everybody aligned correctly, they could all sprint through there as I open it a couple times a day. Then all we'd have to do is basically make sure that we have defenses up in
That
place.
would take a large
Um,
chunk. I'd give you 3,000 for that.
Yeah, that's not everyone, but that is part
Mhm.
of this.
We've got 3,000. So what else? What else are we doing?
Okay.
Ikarath
thing
is
is
now
we have
used
several
as a
people who-
resource.
Well, the other thing we could do if we don't want to do that, or in between that, Ikrath and anybody else with Shatter can try to blow a hole somewhere. Like, I mean, I don't know. Are there any Kraken in the water? Ikrath would definitely have checked at some point if there's any Kraken
They have
in the
all
water.
fled.
Okay.
Oh. And all our wyvern are dead, right?
Oh yeah, have absolutely been murdered.
Yeah.
Well, Wes could punch.
I'm just thinking if there's somewhere at the bottom of the lake we could hit to drain the water.
Well, I was gonna
Or
say
if there's something over here where we could just blow a hole through the mountain to let more of the water go. So that way, instead of a whole ass river, we have a creek that we can walk around, you know?
That's true. Yeah, if we could do that, Wes
Well, I
could with the
would
thunder
say-
gauntlet break some stuff and help create that.
Nah, forget about breaking.
Thunder gauntlets and shatter. We
I
could
would-
drill our way through a mountain if
That would
we
be
knew
pretty
where
hard.
to go.
And
That's
so-
that's a few miles of rock there.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, Alvin won't have to sleep very much because I actually have something that I haven't used since the start of the campaign. It's not the start, but it was the
Oh,
first
shit,
time
we'd
I went to
actually get-
Falls. I have 5 exhaustion potions, so Alvin doesn't need to sleep.
Oh, that's
Well,
good.
I just realized that Ikrath only long rests for 4 hours, so he can be 4 hours up, 4 hours down, 4 hours up. So that's what, a grand total of 6 casts of teleportation circle a day at least. Because all he
Well,
has to
what I
do is
was,
meditate for 4 hours.
Yeah, I still
let's
give that
say-
a 3,000. I was
The
already
other
assuming
thing
that.
we can do is that we can ask Lathandra to hold my teleportation circle open while I have it open. Like using divine intervention, we can just ask her to hold that open long enough for everybody to get out. That's an iffy one because it's a dice roll and does meta allow it. But again, she is the god of life and light, and this is the end of life in the darkness if she doesn't.
So what I was
Decent
gonna say before was that I have control water. So I could just part the water and then we could just walk there.
Okay, let's do that.
But I don't know what you guys were talking about before, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, we're
Is
gonna
there,
do that.
is there a
too.
place that we could like if you controlled the water? Is there a place like just temporarily? Because I know that spell doesn't last long enough to march.
It lasts 10
10,000 people
minutes,
up the-
so yeah, not that long.
But is there a place long enough that you could do that where we could divert the water with things like Shatter and Thunder Gauntlets, where we dig a hole and like, is there another place where the water could go so we could get people further up the tunnel and closer to the exit?
Well, do we have some boats? We could get some people on boats. I mean, that would
Yeah,
be
you
a
could
lot.
run
Honestly-
boats. You just have to keep light on them somehow.
Yeah, if we have boats, I could just push
Yeah.
the water, flood the water up, and it goes up the waterfall.
Yeah,
or whatever.
we'll need someone to go with whoever goes with the boats would have to stay with the boats and
Mhm.
be the light source because I have to stay here with and be the light source for the majority.
Well, in a city of 10,000 people, how many of them that are still alive can cast the light cantrip? Because
Well,
if there's enough of them, we could just dragoon
yeah, you
them
could
into
probably
helping
chain
everybody
that
out.
off. I'd give you.
I mean, I could light the boats up with fairy fire.
Unfortunately, that's not bright light, so that wouldn't.
Yeah.
Right, we need bright.
I think
Yeah.
Fairy Fire has an outline or something.
Okay.
I would go. I'll give you.
Again, what we could do, depending on
Wait, how
how
many
much
people?
gold we want to spend on this, is we could just have Akrath teleport out and hire people to bring back, who can then hold the teleportation circle open long enough for everybody to get through.
No.
Well, how many people are you gonna give us with the boats, Meta? So we got 3 with the teleport.
Give you
Because keeping
5,000.
yeah, so 5,000 get out
5,000,
through the
right.
boat. Another 3 get through
That's 8. We have to have
the
2,000. left.
teleportation circle. It wouldn't be that expensive to just go find another elf. Or
I have
Callian,
this-
your new character, he's an elf, right?
Yeah, so Luca has. I can.
Can
turn
he
someone
read
in-
out of my book to copy teleportation?
Yeah, I can learn spells extremely fast because that's the order of scribes thing.
Then that would
Yes.
give you your
Do you have
additional.
that would give
3,000.
us 6,000 because you're also an elf, right?
All right, there we go. That's everybody out.
There we go. Half in boats, half through the teleportation circle. We can have him in and out of here in 3 days.
You can.
Oh, you're gonna let me copy your spell? Thank you so much. I've been looking for that spell.
A gift from
I
Icarus.
mean, just keep in mind, because, you know, it face fair play in all the bouts or whatever. 'Cause if you have a cool spell that I wouldn't mind learning it. But that's not here nor there, because right now we have a people to say.
All right,
Okay.
so let's do it. So we say we did it. We got
And
one
Yep.
now.
per day that we're going to keep
Mhm.
spirits up, Ikrath will be going into his bag every day to try to find happy things. And then every time whatever comes out of there comes out, if it's good, he says, this is courtesy of Wes. And every time something
Nice.
not great or terrifying or that goes sourly, he says, this is because not enough people care about Wes.
Well, you get on the first day, you get giant spiral. You know, like how like you have like birthday candles and they're like white, but then they're actually like orange or colored underneath, and they're like it's like you cut out a spiral around them. You get one giant spiral candle, birthday candle, that has a magical flame. It does burn down, but it has a magical flame that produces bright light for 5 feet, one for each person.
Oh, nice. So that
On the
helps.
first day.
That helps us get people out.
On the second day,
My true love gave to me.
unfortunately,
teleportation
all the
is in-
lights blow up into confetti.
Okay, that's okay.
Meta, how many of my cure exhaustion potions do I need to burn?
3 probably.
Galleon
What's the
can,
rules on when you should hit it? I'm gonna go. You know what? For 3 days, solid. What is it? What's the description on that?
The cure exhaustion potions was
Yeah.
something you gave me that just removes a level of exhaustion.
Oh, yeah. So it's not a real thing. So then this isn't something I have to worry about following rules for. I'm gonna, for a 3-day stint of that, it's gonna get progressively worse, and it's not light action. It is draining to maintain. You're gonna need 5.
Okay.
A perfect.
Can Wes also each day try to meditate and talk to the gnome's god? Because I think that would just help
I'm gonna
everything.
say you probably won't have enough time.
I mean, it's just a quick meditation. I think he could spare 5 minutes to try to do that.
Callian has greater restoration
I guess it wouldn't matter too much either.
twice a day, which can remove a level of exhaustion. So
Also,
need more.
by inspecting the potion and also drugs, can Ikarath try to alchemy up some stuff that would help Alvin stay awake and bright, if necessary? I don't know if it's necessary.
1 second, sorry.
you're gonna stay awake and pray, you said?
Oh, sure. Wes wouldn't have. Yeah, Wes is like, leading everybody out. Trying to make sure everything's going good.
By the way, it took Luca all of 10 minutes to copy your spell.
Where
awesome.
did we teleport?
Speed copy.
Where
I
did
think
we
we're just
teleport?
teleporting them out. Are we teleporting them to a certain spot or just outside?
We have to pick a location.
Ikarath would tell Wes, be like, there is a new homeland if you guys want it on Shetland. There's no
Oh.
rules, there's no government, you guys would be free to set up as you please.
Mhm.
You just wouldn't be
Right,
the
I'm sorry.
owners of the island. So if like another refugee peoples needed to go there, you could.
I'm just trying to think.
Ikarath owns his. We covered this at the end of the last season. Ikarath owns a rather enormous island that has never been touched by humanoids until we planted the second world tree.
Well, to be fair,
Luca's writing that down.
we're transporting many people out through boat, so we're just gonna be outside the cave. So I think we're just.
Right. And after
yeah.
this, Ikarath can, without as much
Oh, okay.
hubbub, he can teleport the rest of them if they want to go. But also, like, if the gnomes collectively are just like, absolutely not, no islands, we get motion sickness, and nobody can explain to them that you don't get motion sick on
Well,
an island.
also,
You can go somewhere else if they want to, but like, hey, free land, nobody lives there, no government, you'd be free to do what you choose.
Well, we
You
could
just
set
have
up
to
a
leave
new.
Ikarath's estate alone, basically, because
Yeah.
of the world tree.
Well, we can set up a new
teleportation
city.
circle can only bring you to one place.
There's
Sorry about
if,
that.
if you look at if you look at Shetland, it's massive compared to just like an island.
True, but it's far.
It's down here underneath Watoon. And
I'm
there
thinking,
will
like-
be
But you
plenty
do have
of
a friend in a nearby city who
Well, and there will be plenty
specializes
of-
in moving things.
which I've pitched like 4 times so far.
Oh, did you? I wasn't here. I was.
Constantly been pitching. Let's go get other people to help us teleport.
No, there's a specific person who's really good at teleporting.
Yeah, Trevor Marin.
Yep.
I specifically
Yeah, he
pitched him.
mentioned
Oh, did you?
pitched him yeah, multiple times. No,
Yeah,
none of
he
the other
did.
players picked up on it.
No, I don't
To
like
go with
him.
that.
I
That
think
was-
we just move.
I'm just saying that Ikarath is like, I can do it, but it'd be quicker if there were multiple.
I think we just move the gnomes outside, and for now we set up camp in this empty field by the in between the 2 lakes. Because I think we could set up a new city or move gnomes to. We set up a new city and also have gnomes immigrate to the nearby cities.
If they want to, they can. But the thing about teleportation circle is it has to go somewhere. So I can either dump them in Safe Falls or I can dump them on my island because I set up a teleportation.
Also, are you leaving the entrance to the Wi-Fi mines open?
I don't know. We're still getting people out.
No, we need to collapse that entrance.
Oh,
I mean, you don't have to. I just whatever you do is whatever you do.
Until until we figure out how to undo what's going on with those shadows, the Wi-Fi mines has to be closed. Otherwise, those shadows will leak out at nighttime, and we will have shadows hunting people in the northern part of the world.
On that note, it's now open to the rest of the Underdark. Also, would Alvin be like, hey, as soon as everybody's gone, we're gonna take a nice nap and then go collapse that?
I don't know if we can collapse the other entrance into the burning fields, but we would have to ensure that whatever shadows are, these shadows are
prevent you in.
They have
Wait,
to
so
be
you can't
destroyed.
just teleport
Anywhere.
the gnomes? Okay.
No,
all right,
you have
so-
to choose a
Teleportation
location.
circle. It specifically has to go to a teleportation circle, and the
Okay.
only ones that Ikrath would trust would be Shetland because there's literally nothing for hundreds of miles that can get to any people. So we wouldn't have to spare guards. We could literally get the sick and elderly out first. They could just chill and forage for food in a place where nobody has ever lived before. And then if we take them to Safe Falls, that's great as well. But those are the only two places where Ikrath would be like, let's just dump a shitload of people.
Safe
Also,
Falls-
keep in mind that literally nobody, except for basically the parties, know that gnomes frickin' exist. So you
That's
bring a
another
whole
thing.
frickin' city of gnomes anywhere, it's gonna do some shit.
All right, so how many did we teleport out, and how many did we?
Yeah, gnomes are gonna get separated here.
5,000 got teleported out. 5,000 are going by boat.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll teleport the 5,000 to Shetland because we don't want to. Because the only person we really trust in Safe Falls to like manage a situation of 5,000 immigrant gnomes is Alvin, and he's with us. So,
And specifically, we need him for his light. Otherwise, I'd just be like, yeah, just drop him off.
all right, so we'll let the people know that most of the elves that like.
Just one.
I mean,
That's
no.
another thing is we
thing-
could probably spare a teleportation somewhere in here to go
Ikarath,
to
your
Emer
timeline?
and buy lights.
Ikarath, your timeline for that training was one night. That stretched out into 1,000,000 in
That's
the
fair.
alternate. So that's happened. So you do know about the thing.
Not bringing that up.
I'm just making sure, but you do know about the thing that you saw in the thing. Don't worry.
That is
guys.
literally how Ikrath describes most things, though. So even if he was to tell somebody about it, they'd just be like, anyways.
Yep.
Yeah, it should also be noted there is a Safe Falls is doubling in size, so if you do want a place for the gnomes to stay, the Safe Falls is doubling in
Oh,
size.
Elvin, are you making that map
I
right
am
now? Because I told Rosario that maybe you'd want help. I don't know if you do or not, but he likes maps. He does a good job.
I should be fine. I need to get practice myself anyway, so.
All right.
All right, so what did we decide for the gnomes?
Well, you might as well take them to Shetland for now, and then the 5,000 that we're getting out through boat will probably.
Yeah, we'll probably like set up a camp and form our own new city, or immigrate to other ones. So yeah, let's do that.
I would just have them form a palisade, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Organize
because couldn't you
hunting
just then
parties, 'cause
just
if we're just
why
we're just
would-
gonna turn around and walk to the nearest city and teleport
wait?
them all
Why
out,
do you have
right?
to do any of that? If you're able to teleport them there, right?
Because
Why
in
don't
the
you just?
circle, there's
Ye-
the closest circle out of there would be like Kadoon. So we'd have to walk them out of.
Well, no. How
Wyfalls,
are you teleporting them right now to?
setting up one in the Nomarium, a temporary one.
Yeah. So couldn't after you seal off the caves and settle down in the wilderness for a bit, just set one up and then also get the rest of them out there?
Well, there already was a spot for one in Nomarium because it's a city. So the mages there would have a place, even if they were just using it inside of their own Underdark.
Yeah. That. Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't
want-
think Ikrath is I mean, if you say he's a high enough level one to set up temporary ones wherever, then yeah, fuck it. Then just have them just put up
I
walls.
don't know
basically.
what the rules are around that.
Teleportation circle, you can set up temporary wherever you want.
Yeah,
just
there you
have to
go.
You
draw it
just
on the
draw
ground.
it.
You draw it on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, then they're gonna have to set off a place for us to specifically have it continually redrawn when I'm not here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
you can
we'll,
do that.
For now, I think we'll send the 5,000 gnomes that like.
You can get them all there. It just takes you another 3 days after you close up the mines.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to, because I don't want them all to go to Shiteland. That's pretty
Yeah,
far.
what if
'cause I
they
wanna,
don't all want to go there?
Yeah,
well, they
I
can
want.
all go to Shiteland, and then you can figure out where they want to go.
That's true.
And then at that point, they'll have explored Shiteland and been like, "Do we want to build a city here, or do we want to leave?" And they'll at least half of them will know by firsthand experience. And then Igrath would absolutely take them anywhere they want to go.
True. I was just figuring if we have 5,000 out, we could set up.
Well, does that
shop
make Ikarath
here
a
and
king of a
start.
kingdom at that point?
No,
Sort
no,
of?
it would make
No,
him a
these gnomes
duke
don't.
of his own duchy.
There you go.
Mhm.
No, they-
Technically, it would be a duchy of Safe Halls.
There you go.
Well, so we'll teleport those 5, and then we'll have the other 5 outside, and then West will like talk to them the options, like, hey, like, you know, as you guys know, nobody knows that gnomes exist. We teleported 5,000, and Wes has a map because he's actually skilled in that, I think. And he'll show them a map, show them where Shiteland is, where we teleported the 5,000, and then explain like it's Icarus Island. They're safe there for now, but I want you guys to, you know, repopulate in the world and like people to know you. So we could like set up temporary camp here, and you know figure stuff out, and then you know we could build a city here or go to the nearby cities, whatever you guys wanna do. And he'll
Yeah,
be talking to some of them.
They want to stay with their family and friends.
Well, I mean, it's a city of 10,000 people. Not all of them are family and friends.
I mean, if you're...
We split them off accordingly, you know. We
but
did
you're a
break up
city
families.
that's existed for hundreds of years, and you never go out.
True.
One second.
Doesn't mean people don't want to start a new city.
Yeah, there's someone who wants to go adventure.
They are like... They
be
want
known.
somewhere safe, and they want somewhere they don't have to worry about people persecuting them.
Well, I don't think they'll be
poking
persecuted in
at
the nearby
them
city.
like they're myths.
Well, people are going to be surprised, but you know, it's going to take a little bit. I
And
mean,
where are we gonna
you
get
can't hide
jobs?
forever. Oh, there's jobs everywhere. Clastow has a lot. I mean, Clastow's a big safe city.
Clastow's gonna have 5,000 jobs. Thank you for the Downhill Muffin for the gift sub to I think you, Matt. Is it well? Are you
Oh.
welcome, Matt31?
Yeah, that's me.
You're the welcome.
Pretty sure you're a girl, Downhill Muffin.
Oh, thank you very much.
It tracks.
So
5,000 jobs.
Gifted a sub to me. Cool.
there you go. Now you can use little emotes.
Yay.
I think you also accumulate points faster, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
You do.
You don't? Okay. I have
You
no
do.
idea.
You do accumulate points faster
There
as
you
a
go.
subscriber.
See, he knows how Twitch works.
Yay.
That's like little Arya. Arya's a good pup. Anyways,
Yep.
they do want to get out into the world, but they don't see that any city is going to be able to accept an population influx that large.
Well, we could start our own. We could find jobs. There's a lot to do.
Where would we
in this
start it?
world.
That's better than an island that nobody is in charge of.
I mean, there's a lot of land out here that nobody's in charge of that we in charge of. I mean, the island is far from the home here. Far from the
Far from
the
home.
cave. Cave that we've... And the nearby cities are really great. I mean, I don't know much about Watoon, which is near Shiteland. I mean,
Alvin
it's
knows a
close to
lot
the-
about Watoon.
I mean, it's
I know.
definitely closer to Safe Falls.
I know quite a bit about Watoon, as I work with them.
They'd be willing to move in with Alvin.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
Yeah,
if
Alvin
Alvin
had some
could take,
rooms
if
in his
Alvin would allow them their land to kind of like how he's allocated other land. If
yeah, can
if
we
they're-
start a twin city?
Well, it's
to
not a
Safe Falls?
city so much. Like it's like a province. Alvin, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
can we start one? We have 10,000 people. We can
No
start
mission
our own-
districts.
Our own.
Well, you have
small city.
5,000.
Well, we'll have 10. I mean, we have the other 5.
Do you want to start near Safe Falls, or do you want to be, because we are establishing a whole new sector of Seyfels itself. But if you would like to have a new sector completely built for you, I have the funds to cover that. If that's what you want.
I mean, that could be great, but I just want to make the gnomes like know that we're gonna try to whatchamacallit, save the people in Miriam, and once we take care of that, it'll be open again. So if we start a city outside the mine nearby, we could go back into the city.
Well,
So if we go to Safe Falls or Shetland, we'll be on the other, the other end of the continent from the traditional homeland and the mines and stuff.
I see that. It's just very difficult for me to send all of my workers up here to work in this area if I was to build something for you.
Oh, I mean, we could build. Gnomes know how to build. We could build our own city. There's enough lumber and stone and stuff nearby.
Could take over Ulford and just give it to the gnomes.
Alvin's plan is to overthrow Ulford because it's filled with assassins who keep trying to kill him.
Or at least that's how it seems to him.
Yeah, because I've had five different groups of assassins show up to kill me.
In your opinion,
no, that was before I had the armor.
It's
Five
even
groups of assassins showed up to kill him.
Come on.
5 groups, not single assassins. It was like 7 assassins per group who showed up to kill Alvin. So it was about 35 assassins that would try to kill Alvin at this point.
It's not even triple-digit assassins. Come on.
So, yeah, Alvin doesn't like Ulford.
Kraylin almost died to assassins, but in the end, he died to his lady love.
Yep.
Well, we could start, like right outside the mouth of the mines. We could, we could get lumber, and there's a lot around here that we could build a temporary home or start a new home.
Yeah, if you can do whatever you want, but if they would, I am willing to take.
They kind of want some purity at this point, given everything that's happened. You can try and make a speech though, if that's what you want to persuade them to do.
Listen. I don't like the idea of just a new race being thrown into the world. That's the reason why I was like, they can live on Shetland. It's not because I want anything out of it. It's because they'll be safe. The sea will provide them plenty of economy. The entire island, they can irrigate it and farm it and turn it into archaeological, whatever they want. They can dig there, and whatever is underground there, if there's nothing, they can build it from scratch. And if it's, because I know they like this, they can put their entire civilization under the ground and then just farm above. I don't care. Once there are people there, once there are reasons, the tourism from the first tree alone should draw in some people. They can establish relationships from there, because the thing is, if you just plop them and say, hey, remember how we don't have any problems with racism ever anywhere in this? Well, here's a whole new race. Their town got destroyed. They live here now. They're going to start taking your jobs, a huge portion of the economy. The governor's going to take a lot of care of them. And then also, like, they're not going to share with anybody because they're scared to death. Because they've literally never talked to foreigners before. Whereas if you put them on an island and very slowly people start traveling to the island and seeing it for the first time and being like, oh, hey, look, gnomes are real. How cool is that? And the adventurous ones can form, we can get them some boats. Sure, there's plenty of timber that they can turn into ships on the island. I can help them out with that. I actually know something about shipbuilding. I don't want to talk about it, but like the point is if we put them
not much of
completely self-sustained and self-sustaining. They require nothing from anyone, including myself, because I don't care. It's a shite land. If they change that and turn that into them, I'm willing to deed over, 3/4 of the island. I need a quarter of it though, because I always wanted a nice place to, put backyard.
True, but they're not much. I mean, they will be, definitely renaming the island.
You don't have any options. Wherever they go, there's not going to be people taking care of them. You need to stand up there and you need to say, we're gnomes. We can do it ourselves. We are the greatest gnomes to ever live. This is the greatest generation. This is the greatest hardship we've ever had before. You need to stand up there. You need to put fire in their chest. You need to put a fierce, independent spirit in them. And what else did that book say? Hold on.
I'm going to say take 12 psychic damage because this is Icarus' mind definitely working overboard.
The thing is with Shyland is just that, like, the gnomes aren't, like
before
being
this,
on an island.
zero. They had zero contact with the outside world. Their choices, the way they're talking and the way you're talking, is the places that meet their criteria is Safe Falls, which is 100% exposure. The first thing they'd have to do is build a fucking citadel in case of raiders, rapists, and racists. On Shetland, They have an entire island to build as they please, to explore and discover, and to put roots down before anybody even can prove they exist.
I think you're
Well,
being
I'm
a little
just saying-
negative here, but yeah, Wes, what did you
Yeah.
want
I'm
Have a
just saying,
negative
like,
view of the world.
outside of White Falls, they could do the same thing on Shytland, but be close to, because the gnomes like didn't like want to leave. So I was just figuring if we're close
They
to their
didn't have
home.
a choice.
I know.
They get-
So, I'm figuring the gnomes wouldn't want to go halfway across the map to a random island where they could set up shop. Still in the
They're not going to
forest
want to
outside
go
the
anywhere.
mines.
They want their friends and family back. So if you make a promise to get them back, and then once everybody's back, great, we'll revisit the issue. Then that's one thing. But right now, they need to make a decision about: do they want to sit here where there's nothing except exposure, or do they want to go somewhere where there's a nice sea breeze and literally no one except friends to come visit them with helpful things like tools and supplies? Nobody except me and him have the coordinates to Shytland
True.
and Alvin. But Alvin
Well,
can't use it yet. So,
Wes
like,
will-
literally, we can keep them safe at the minimum the time it takes to raise a navy and send it to Shytland.
True. Wes will talk to Callian and be like, "Hey, Callian, like take him aside for a second since I think he trusts Callian the most. I mean, what do you think? I think they have a point, and I mean, it's not too far from Barandor, isn't that where your people are? Do you think
Yeah.
Lathandra would, offer some assistance if they needed it?
Well, I'm hopeful that the people of the world will be very accepting of the gnomes, but maybe we need to ease the existence of gnomes back into society first.
Yeah. So
So
you
maybe
think?
Shytland, once it's renamed, because that's an awful name and no one wants to
Yeah.
live there. Once it's renamed, then maybe it could be a starting place before we head out to everywhere else. But I do agree. I think returning back to the mine or getting back to the city at some point should be a goal, but maybe not at this moment.
Okay. All right. So Wes will stand up in front of the gnomes, and he'll give the speech again. He'll
And
be like,
we'll all do all the same bonuses we did last time. To be like, we are
No.
jazzing this the fuck up.
So Wes will like tell him, he's like, me and my friends will head back into the mines and try to save our people. But for now, I think before we just throw you guys back into this new world, Ikarath will assist us on getting you guys to his island south of Watun, and we could start there. And once we clear the mines and save our fallen friends, we could return and we could build out from the mines. But for now, I think we should go to the island and introduce ourselves to the world again slowly that way.
I like not mentioning the name of the island the whole time.
Chris the whole time was kind of like, we are talking about my island, right? Because he's not saying which island, and I'm confused. Because if there was another island, well, it's probably not Shy.
Yes.
Canonically, there's an island called Hawaii, so we should go there.
Oh my god, Hawaii.
It was added during the
roll your persuasion.
episode, yes.
All right.
Yesterday's mini episode confirmed Hawaii
Well, we
exists.
told them they're at this island, so like, does that help me? Because I'm telling them we'll reunite them.
Just
Yeah, I mean,
just
have to-
roll
have to
persuasion.
roll,
There's
yeah.
just a reason I'm telling you to just roll it.
Oh, 14.
Okay, yeah, they're fine with that.
Okay.
Oh,
You just,
So I guess
you
we'll
just
take a
need to
few more.
literally not roll a 1.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll take a few more days and transport everybody to Shytland. I'll tell them to come up with a good name too.
And all kinds of
Westlands.
good stuff that has happened. And through some lovely, just people talking to each other and agreeing with things, there's a perfect group of people that Alvin sets you up with that are named some people that I don't remember what the new people are. Dragonheart and John. And Derek the Wizard. And Rosalind,
Oh,
the half giant.
my friends.
Because
what about It's All Right Land? I like that one better.
Right.
It's all right, land.
For shite, it's
Ooh,
all right.
Ooh,
It's all right.
and you guys will
Land.
decide
It's
together
Land.
Itland.
at the beginning. So we'll announce here. So party 4 will be getting together in Safe Falls. You guys all have lots of different things that you may or may not want to do. We're assuming that you've been brought together to accomplish your goals together, and you guys will be able to discuss and figure out what you want to do. Because, like, half of Party 4 is here.
Wait, who's party 4 again? I forget who's what number.
Party 4 is Rosalind.
Oh, that's Friday, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the Friday group.
So that's not me.
Rosalind, Derek.
Wait, no, I'm trying
John
to say
and
Party
myself.
3. Shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's what
Party
I.
3.
I meant Party 3. Yeah, so Party 3 is going to decide. Well, no, Party 3 will. Yeah, Party 3 is going to decide what they want to pursue because you guys have a lot of things. I'm thinking Party 4 is connected differently and through lots of happenstance. That's going to really, we're just going to kind of gloss over because
That's
Party
what I
4
thought.
is like 90%
Yeah.
new people at this point. But Party
Yeah.
3, you guys are all together and you'll be together in Safe Falls deciding what you want to do. That's what I meant. I don't know why I said Party 4, but.
Callian would have left the party at some point to go to Rakoge.
Yeah, I think now after
Yeah.
this, the Shiteland would have been where everything, the Baron Door, the Rakoge stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe Wes goes on his solo adventures.
Wes
to,
will be, with the gnomes.
Yeah, he's probably staying with the gnomes for a while. but
Wes, you
he
may
does
need a
other
mini-sode.
stuff.
I'm gonna see if I can do this real quick.
Oh, can he get the I guess Wes would have asked Alvin. I think he had it for the flower thing.
Yeah.
Wes probably intends to go find Treminat again and cure him.
What?
Oh yeah, he would have explained all that. The Treminat thing. I think I
Yeah.
explained that actually.
I know what you're talking about, but Alvin doesn't.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, Wes at some point would have explained to Alvin that he met Treminat, who's part of Tremius, and he was corrupted, and we didn't have our flower because Derek had to use it, so I need another one so I could help cure Treminat.
If you want a flower, I will get it for you.
Also,
okay.
everybody except for Ikarath and Matt, please close your eyes.
Everyone closed their eyes.
Yeah, closing.
Close your
Put
eyes
me in it.
except for Ikarath and Wes.
I'll just look
Wes,
away.
you're gonna run
How
across
does Noah
this.
manage to look that fucking fancy when his eyes are closed?
You're gonna run across
Oh.
that running around the island.
Oh God, what is that?
Oh, that's just Dobie. Don't worry, it's just Dobie.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And you guys can open your eyes again.
Yeah.
Is Wes gonna have to kill that thing?
I don't know, but you should definitely consult with your friends when it comes time to confront that thing.
Okay.
But
I
before we end today,
Yes.
Luca will pull Mal aside and say, Mal, I know we've been through a weird journey to get here. I wouldn't have expected to get here. Are you okay with not going back home for the time being?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's good. You know, these people are pretty curious. I've been observing them very closely. I think we could do some good helping these gnomes for now, and maybe we'll see where it goes. You've never been around up here in the above world, so I can show you around. I've been all over the place. I don't know if I mentioned to you, but I'm actually, I believe, 400 years old. So
Oh my God.
Oh, you're not
I've
much
been around
older
for a
than
bit.
me.
What?
400.
You're not much older than me.
Oh, really? How old are you?
373.
Oh, see, I knew we
I
got.
swear that's so.
You're gonna be like 30.
I knew we got along for a reason. Yeah, you know,
And they
us
just look at
elves,
Ikarath
we-
as the little kid who gets on their
we
nerves.
age very.
I told you guys, Igrath is he's like questionable whether or not he's an adult by elf years. At this
like a
point,
baby elf, right?
this point in the campaign, it's like he's 19. But when we started the first day, it was like he was maybe 18.
Yep.
Wait, how old is Ikarat in regular?
He's like
years?
100 flat now.
Oh yeah, so you're like a baby for elves.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
We're
for
more like
elves, that's what,
middle-aged,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. For elves, he is very much like a snot-nosed punk. But he is an adult. Like if he orders beer, or something harder than that in a medieval world, if he orders hard liquor, nobody bats an eye anymore. But like, they did at the beginning of the campaign. But there weren't anybody around, so you know.
Damn. Elves are old. My elf
Yes.
is like 250, but still younger than you guys. Wow.
And that is where.
And
Go ahead.
yeah, we'll end there. Sorry. No, I was just. Never mind.
Huh?
Mal's happy to be in the group, but every now and then she gives suspicious glances over at Ikarath.
Well,
Yeah, that's
Ikarath,
absolutely
yeah,
fair.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah.
yeah, you'll be separating from Ikarath. Your party will consist of. Let me go find all the people.
There's
You,
Who the hell are these
whoever
people?
this is,
Oh yeah, we haven't met him yet.
Arma.
whoever this is,
Is that the past tense of
and
Arma?
Cairo.
Armand.
Cairo.
Yeah,
I've
who-
heard of him.
Yeah, I have no idea who Armand is.
Where are we gonna meet up this party?
You're in Safe Halls.
Yeah, it's in Safe Halls. It's just a chance happening that everybody
Yeah.
somehow got together in Safe Halls with Alvin.
I'm going to change a lot of the
One day
artworks
I'll-
for Cairo meta, so it's a
Yeah.
little, and I'll send you all the artwork over. Hopefully, I'll crop them all out for you, but we'll see.
Yeah, but so one day I'm gonna get good at introducing new characters together, but today is not going to be that day.
Mhm.
We had to get something done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D&D
Moving
is
all
not
those-
an inclusive sport for trying to force player characters to actually end up together.
Yeah, it's really a
Mhm.
pain in the butt.
It's
so
a weird one.
we gloss over that a little bit because it's so much
Yeah.
fun playing once we're past that point. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for playing. I don't know when the next mini-sode is. I'm sure we've got more to do. Wes, you're probably gonna need a mini-sode to deal with what the
Mhm.
fuck you just saw.
Jesus
So
Christ.
thank you and have a good night.